So today was kind of fun. I had my first, I had a new doctor I had to meet, blood tests and to make sure I was all good. So I went in for my eye exam and they told me I needed reading glasses and driving glasses for like nighttime. Like when I have high blood sugar, I need to wear them when I drive at night because I'm like farsighted kind of. So I had to dilate my pupils, and my eyes felt really heavy. I couldn't, like my vision was just so blurry for a while. I couldn't see anything. It was like very terrifying, and it's still kind of going out. But right now I can't really tell if I focused the camera right. It's hard to tell. I can't even read my phone. Yeah, overall I just feel kind of drained today. Like maybe I think I messed up a little bit at lunch and put less insulin than I should have, because I mean I went to a buffet and I don't know, counting carbs at buffets is kind of a pain in the ass because you end up getting more than you think you do. And you don't know what's in anything, you're just grabbing with people behind you pushing you, so it's really nice being on the roof, to be honest. So I've gotten some feedback from people on like Beyond Type 1 and just on the YouTube channel itself, and people have been saying like, oh, I'm really glad to see this, and people are asking me like, oh, you seem like you know what you're doing, and you know, as evidence of this blog, like I really don't most of the time. It's just kind of just improvising, experimenting. But, you know, ultimately, like, this started out with me just trying to find answers. I wanted to engage my community, which I just didn't see in, you know, both Detroit. There was really no tangible conversation. You know, we were always on the app. We were on, like, you know, trying just like virtual friends, kind of virtual diabetic friends who, you know, also went through the same problems, but weren't necessarily like people that you knew. And at first, I just kind of branched out. I looked at JDRF, and I found a guy named Edward Feeder. You guys all know he did the you know, several videos for his senior thesis.
Edward, no! You can't eat that! No! You're diabetes! Good thing I was here, buddy. Saved your life.
Hey, you know, wait. Gosh, I feel low, dude. Can we stop? I got you, bro. Thanks, bud.
You shouldn't have eaten so much candy as a kid.
Why don't you eat better?
Eat some sugar.
Diabetes, huh? That means you lose your legs, right?
And now he released a book called The Face of Diabetes. And so I did a Facebook chat with him and just talk, like shot the shit as he put it, and it was just good to, like, you know, get, like, from my perspective as not knowing anything about, you know, or very little about the disease, and him being, you know, a diabetic for so long, it was just really eye-opening. I was able to find a lot of things I didn't know and a lot of insights that, like, I really never thought of, you know, and just kind of hearing things I have been experiencing with someone who was so, like, you know, saying this is totally normal. So that was honestly really nice. You know, after that I looked more into the YouTube thing, and I found Marcus grip.
So I hold it as well inside the body because it takes a while for the drops to come out. Because if you pull out the needle right away when you've taken insulin, there might be a few drops that still haven't come through. So I just calculated out everything, which means I should, for me, because I figured that out more or less, that I have 10 units of or 10 grams of carbs is 1 unit of insulin. So I should take 2.5 units.
Who's the diabetic diet guide. You may have seen his videos. He's doing a daily diabetic vlog now. I love all their stuff. It's kind of like the same train that I'm on. You know, maybe I'm not as high as viewers yet, but I mean, it's really not about the viewers. It's about the message you're trying to send and the people that you kind of encapsulate. It really just has to start there. You know, like I am gonna do, you know, like my absolute possible best to keep this going because it's good for myself to just kind of get all this out and like sit and talk, you know, a few days a week and kind of reflect on everything. And it's also good for my viewers because I'm able to kind of relate to them, and they're able to relate with me about very similar problems and kind of connect on something. And I think that's really at heart of what we're searching for, is kind of like this, oh, you do that, I do that too, because, you know, there really are no definite answers with diabetes. You know, we always have to experiment, you know, have to take chances with insulin, with food, and in turn suffer the consequences of, you know, that food or that bolus. You know, it's really just kind of an everyday battle, and as long as we keep that going, it will be fine. As well as also being able to, you know, connect with each other and kind of be stronger together. So I kind of went through this when I first started, but I idolized diabetics who seemed like they had a better grip on it. And I think that's what really got me into this, was being able to say, like, look at this guy. He's got it down. He's smiling. He doesn't let what shows, you know, bother him. And like, it was really cool to be able to see that someone had like made it funny, or someone had made like a lifestyle out of it and was projecting that onto this YouTube platform. It was like truly inspiring to see like videos that I could laugh at, relate to, that none of my friends could like laugh at because they just didn't get it. But I was sitting here like, you know, watching you know, Edward Can't Have Cake videos, and like I was laughing my ass off because I could relate to that stuff. It was great. It was like I was part of this community that no one else was a part of, and I was sitting there and like, you know, kind of getting a kick out of it when other people weren't. And I feel like that's really what I want this channel to be, and what, you know, I'm not going to sit here and say like watch my vlog over other vlogs, because, you know, what's that going to do for you? You got to get as much information as you possibly can and say, I agree with that, I agree with this. Like, I'm of course going to turn you on to Marcus Grip's channel, the Diabetic Lifestyle Guide, and Edward Feeder's channel, The Face of Diabetes, and his work through that. And, you know, don't stop there. You know, like, keep digging, get in that like YouTube like stream where just everything is just kind of randomly coming up. I mean, you really can't get enough of the information that's out there. You have to just like look for it and do what works for you. This is just like one outlet of information or advice. I mean, because like I said, I'm not a specialist. I'm just diabetic. I have, you know, very specific problems, fixes for things that, you know, may only work for me, but could possibly work for some of you as well. And I feel like as long as I keep doing this and making everything relative and present, that I can serve, you know, even like the littlest help to my viewers, or to the diabetic viewers out in the world who are connecting with all these people. So I wanted to say that. I know I haven't posted in a few days, and expect more very soon. Have a good rest of the week, and take care. One more thing, if you have not seen the site already, check out t1e.me and check out my shirts that I got. And I'm gonna add the fill out form if you want to order any. All right, that's it. Take care.